Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Balaji Chandrasekharan. Today, I'll be discussing one of the biggest features of Java 8 release, the DateTime API. Java was missing a consistent approach for date and time from start, and Java 8 DateTime API is a welcome addition to the core Java APIs. It has always been hard to work with date, time, and time zones in Java. There was no standard approach or API in Java for date and time in Java before Java 8. One of the nice addition in Java 8 is the Java.time package that will streamline the process of working with time in Java. Java 8 DateTime API is JSR 3.10 implementation. It is designed to overcome all the flaws in the legacy DateTime implementations. Some of the design principles of new DateTime API are: immutability. All the classes in the new DateTime API are immutable and good for multi-threaded environments. Separation of concerns. The new API separates clearly between human-readable datetime and machine time, Unix timestamp. It defines separate classes for date, time, datetime, timestamp, timezone, etc. Clarity. The methods are clearly defined and perform the same action in all the classes. For example, to get the current instance we have now, method. There are format and parse methods defined in all these classes rather than having a separate class for them. All the classes use factory pattern and strategy pattern for better handling. Once you have used the methods in one of the classes, working with other classes won't be hard. Utility operations. All the new DateTime API classes come with methods to perform common tasks, such as plus, minus, format, parsing, getting the separate part in date/time, etc. Extendable. The new DateTime API works on the ISO 8601 calendar system, but we can use it with other non-ISO calendars as well. Java 8 DateTime API consists of following packages. Java.time. This is the base package of the new Java DateTime API. All the major base classes are part of this package, such as local date, local time, local datetime, instant, period, duration, etc. All of these classes are immutable and thread safe. Most of the time, these classes will be sufficient for handling common requirements. Java.time.chrono. This package defines generic APIs for non-ISO calendar systems. We can extend abstract chronology class to create our own calendar system. Java.time.format. This package contains classes used for formatting and parsing datetime objects. Most of the time we would not be directly using them because of principal classes in Java.time package provides formatting and parsing methods. Java.time.temporal. This package contains temporal objects and we can use it to find out the specific dates or times related to the date/time objects. For example, we can use these to find out the first or last day of the month. You can identify these methods easily because they always have the format with XXX. Java.time.zone package contains classes for supporting different time zones and their rules. We have reached the conclusion of this session and look forward to seeing you in our next one. We hope you have enjoyed watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video.